What makes you think I'm not interested in fashion?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's City Marie, and yes, we're doing another upload this week. Okay, yes. So today I'm actually just gonna be talking about some of my best recent purchases. I debated on doing this because I don't want to I don't know if this is something that you guys like. However, I did put a poll on my channel of some things that you guys want to see. This was not on it, but I still feel like you guys liked the last time I made this video, so I feel like it would still be enjoyable. However, I always struggle with filming certain pieces of content because I feel like it gets a little bit repetitive. And I am trying to branch out. I did mention posting vlogs a couple of different times and I still haven't done it yet. And the thing is, like, I started vlogging today and I didn't finish. So maybe this weekend, maybe tomorrow I'll do like a Sunday reset vlog because I know that I have a lot of resetting to do in my room. So we may do that and then I might post that on Wednesday. I'm not entirely sure. But today's video, we're going to be filming the best recent purchases. This is not only fashion because I don't feel like I've been buying a lot of clothes and fashion lately because we talk about a lot of like chic, fashionable things. A lot of that stuff I literally have like at home, like in my own wardrobe. So I don't really find the purpose in buying new things. I have a lot of lifestyle, beauty, technology, wellness. I do have a couple fashion pieces that we'll show closer to the end of the video. So if you want to just see that, definitely skip towards the end. But I think that a lot of this would be very beneficial because these are good things and I wouldn't be recommending them or showing them if I didn't personally really like them. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. The first thing I want to talk about is actually quite new, and I use it for the first time. And the reason why I'm calling it a best purchase now is because it's literally that good. So Salt & Stone actually reached out to me via email and wanted to send me over a couple of their products. They sent over the Santel and Vetiver body wash as well as the body cream. My first impression of this product was like, this is a little bit more masculine than I'm liking, and typically I go for more like fruity sweet scents, so this is not normally like in my scent range. However, after I took a shower and I used this straight out, like, oh my gosh, first of all, a little goes a long way and the cream is quite thick. If anything, this really reminds me of my Josie Maran body butter, which I literally finished all of and haven't repurchased yet, but I don't even think I need to now that I have this. It's like a cream, kind of thick whipped consistency. And it smells so fresh. Like, to me, this gives spa vibes. Like, smelling it now off body, it gives a very like musky, clean scent. And when my mom smelled this originally, she's like, oh, this kind of seems like your dad could wear this. And personally, I feel like their scents are very unisex. However, this and then layering it with maybe some type of vanilla or even like a lavender type of stronger scent that's a little bit sweet is perfect, and that's exactly what I did. I've been trying to build my clean product and just more healthier body care because the stuff that we absorb and put in our body can be a bit unhealthy. So if I'm going to be using something consistently, I want it to be a bit more clean. Now, that doesn't apply for all my products because you will see I will mention some things that may not be on the clean product or maybe just not as healthy. When I look at products like this, I always try to see if it has any additives, any preservatives, and this doesn't have any. Like, it's such a great product. So the next product I have is actually something that I've purchased myself, and I've repurchased it a couple of different times. I think I might have talked about this previously, but I'm unsure. And honestly, I'm gonna bring it up quite often because I'm purchasing these, like repurchasing them as I finish them often. These women multivitamins by Ollie, and also the probiotics. I got my blood drawn like months ago and I had a vitamin D deficiency and also an iron deficiency. We'll talk about the iron in a second, but this more so focused on like women's multivitamins. It's not just women's, obviously, because a multivitamin can be for anybody. So this particular one has A, C, D, E, Bs, biotin, and folic acid. And then also just for gut health, because colon cancer is literally on the rise in younger folks. In general, it's on the rise, but I've definitely been seeing a spike of it in a lot of young people. So I take a daily probiotic. The thing about like colon cancer and like stomach cancers, you definitely want to make sure you're increasing your fiber intake. I drink a fruit smoothie, like a homemade fruit smoothie every single day with loads and loads of fiber. So that's one thing that you want to really stay on top of, especially if you're having a hard time in taking fiber. I would recommend doing like fruit smoothies because for me, I used to always have a problem with like getting my fiber in, but now I definitely get my fiber in because I'm drinking my fruit smoothies like every single day. Maybe I'll have to show you guys how I make them. But I also like to take a probiotic and a prebiotic. It has live cultures fibers and friendly fibers that work together to support gut microbiome. That sounded like an ad, but I promise you it's not. I've definitely been repurchasing these and I've been feeling a lot better now that I've been taking them daily. So I mean, I'll have to check back in with my lab results. I do plan to get some lab work after I finish this. The next thing I wanted to talk about is Vitron C. Again, this goes with like the wellness and vitamins. So I mentioned this on my TikTok because a lot of people were saying how they suffered from iron deficiencies, but they didn't like to take like an iron pill. They weren't able to get like an iron infusion, and I think the reason why they also didn't take the iron pill is because sometimes it can cause like constipation, nausea, stomach issues. So my mom also had like a mild iron deficiency, and her doctor actually recommended her Vitron C. This is a high potent iron, but it has vitamin C in it, which helps with absorption. This is the only iron that has not caused me like constipation or stomach issues. I'm completely regular. I know, I'm sorry, TMI. This is wellness though. And I personally think this is perfect. I've been taking these every other day. Now you want to do it as much as your doctor tells you to, but for me, I do every other day. I have actually felt a lot more energy, a lot more like less fatigued. I don't get those dizzy spells when I stand up. We'll go into some beauty products next. I have a couple of these. So the first thing I want to mention, I've been using these so much, and that's the Sachu. Is that how you pronounce it? Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, Sachu lip liners. I got these from TikTok Shop. I believe this is like the best neutrals bundle. So it comes with mauve, hazel, and pink. I absolutely love these. I'm actually wearing it right now. I'm wearing the darker one, mauve, I believe. Or I'm sorry, no, I'm wearing hazel right now, and I have been loving these. I'm so obsessed with lip stains. First, when Huda Beauty came out with their lip stains, I was totally obsessed. I literally put it in like a favorites video, I'm pretty sure. And now these are totally my favorites. Like, in my opinion, these low-key top the Huda Beauty ones, only because I feel like they're a lot more long lasting. Like, I remember putting this on one night, and then when I woke up, it was still on my lips. Excuse me. I also love how natural it looks. Whenever I'm going for like a no makeup look, I always tend to put this on with a little bit of chapstick, and I just feel put together in some kind of way. I think they're really perfect. I feel like they're super easy to use, and I totally recommend them. Moving on to a little bit more beauty. This is another lip product. This is actually quite recent. I think I might have purchased it a few weeks ago. This is a Makeup by Mario Super Shine lip gloss. This is in the shade Bare. It's like a nude shade. I have been loving this with my Limitless Brown lip liner. That's another favorite, but I've already talked about her plenty of times. I absolutely love this lip gloss. Like, when I tell you it's the perfect nude shade, but it also just goes on seamlessly. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can actually, I don't want my audio to turn off. I'm gonna try it on for you guys so you can see how nice it is. My lips are already a little glossy, but first of all, the applicator, so nice. It's like a nude gloss. It's so pretty. Like, it's so pretty, so simple. I love this with like a brown lip liner. And then it doesn't create that like white stuff that builds up in the center of the lip when you use too much gloss. Honestly, I love this, and it's funny because it was in my wish list for the longest, but I had never bought it, and I had a gift card, so I was like, okay. The last thing that's kind of makeup, it's a face base, is by Bobbi Brown. I got this in a sample. Sephora actually had like their minis on sale. I think they were like 25% off. I can't exactly remember. It might have been buy one get one mini free. So ended up getting this Bobbi Brown face base. I got it in the mini, and you guys, when I tell you, oh my gosh, first of all, the smell is immaculate. The smell alone sold me for this product, to be honest. Like, it smells like a lemon pound cake. Oh wow, and it's so moisturizing. I want to get the bigger size, but I remember seeing another creator have this, and I'm like, okay, when it goes on sale, I'm gonna likely buy it, and I did, and I do not regret it. I use it for my face base every time I do my makeup. I do use this alongside other primers, but honestly, it can be a standalone. I absolutely love it. And it's a vitamin enriched face base. So hydrating, but also good for the skin. I probably should have mentioned this with the lotion because it's BODYCARE, but this is the Donna Karan Cashmere Mist Deodorant. I should have got the one that was aluminum free, but I picked this up at like checkout and I wasn't paying attention. However, the smell on this is so captivating, and I thought people were like over exaggerating, because you know everybody loves to over exaggerate the things they get. People love saying, oh, this is so amazing, this is so good, and it be like mediocre. However, this, you guys, oh my gosh. So one time I put this on and I'm like, what am I smelling? I forgot that I even put it on, and it was this. It smells so good. I don't even know if this is a necessity, but for me, I love luxury body care. I love luxury skincare. If I know it's gonna last me a while, and if I know it works perfectly, I'm going to repurchase it every single time. Okay, so our very last beauty products that I have are actually hair care, and I've even mentioned these, I think I mentioned them maybe once actually on my channel, but it was from a purchase, so I didn't really get to talk too much about it. So these are hair serums. The first one is the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Hair Serum for hair density. I've been using these, and as you can see, this is the bigger size, and I'm literally, oh, sorry, I thought that it was open on the other side, but I'm literally almost out. I try to use these every single day. However, right now, since my hair is in this bun style, I'm not gonna be able to use it, but when my hair is out, I use it even on my silk press. Some people on TikTok ask me like, how are you using this and your hair is not reverting? Guys, I only put this in my roots, and I make sure to not do too much product. I feel like if you're super generous with this, especially if you're doing day one on your silk press, don't put this in your hair on day one of your silk press. Wait at least 2 to 3 days before you put any type of water-based serum in your hair. That's my recommendation. I'm not a hairstylist, but that works for me. My hair will curl up maybe the tiniest bit, but it's not anything that's gonna mess up my silk press, at least in my opinion. But of course, it's like, it depends on your hair type. But for me, I use maybe 1 to 2 droppers, and I make sure I'm always moving through my scalp. So I'm not staying in one area so that all the product can get on that area. I'm moving through, and I'm shaking my hands through my hair so that I can dry and really absorb. And then I also go in with like a scalp massager. So I don't know if that helps, but if anyone's wondering like if this reverts my hair, it does a little bit. It will, because it's water-based and I have curly hair. So the last hair product I have is the Kerastase 8-Hour Magic Night Serum. I've been using this religiously. I'm not gonna lie, it makes my hair feel so good, and the shine my hair has the next day, diabolical. My hair has just been so nice. It's been thriving and super healthy. I think anything Kerastase, to be honest, is something to vouch for. It's really pricey, but I absolutely love it. Now, I will say that this is also one of those products that's kind of like in a liquid type consistency. It's a thicker liquid, or maybe like a thicker type of gel. This does not revert your hair at all. And you may think it does, but once you rub it in your hands and put it through your hair, it kind of reverts to like a, I wouldn't say oil, but the serum is very light. It doesn't weigh my hair down. It doesn't like cause it to revert or anything. And I literally put it all throughout my hair, my ends. I don't really put it on my roots, more so my ends, because those are the oldest parts of my hair. This is supposed to be used for like dry hair, but I'm sure that you can definitely still use it like in your routine, maybe once or twice a week if your hair is still very moisturized. Okay, we're 20 minutes in. I didn't realize this video was gonna be so long, but I'm almost done. We have some electronics, and then the last category is clothing. So this is probably not a surprise to anyone. Ooh, I dropped my serum. This next product is probably not a surprise to anyone because I feel like I've been boasting about it a lot on like my platforms, but this is the Canon G7X Mark III. Your girl finally got her hand on it, and the funny thing is I used to have this camera already. I had the Mark II. I sold it because I don't know why I sold it, to be honest. I never really used it for pictures, and I really wish that I kept it because, guys, I wouldn't have had to spend the money I spent on this camera because she was a pretty penny. And sometimes I even like debate whether I should even have this camera because I have a Sony camera here, and then I also have an OSMO Pocket 3 wherever she is. So I'm like, is this necessary? No, but the pictures that she takes is diabolical. It's so good, and because she's so like easy, compact, mini, she fits in my purse. You want to start using her for vlogs because she is still a really great vlog camera. I love the little viewfinder on her. However, for pictures, notable mention. I know everyone talks about the Canon G7X. Everyone's like, you need to get it, you need to get it. I'm gonna tell you this now. If you have the means to get it, get it. I just love how it gives like that vintage, like digital camera vibe. All right, so the next two things I have are hair tools. I know I said I didn't have any more hair products, but these are tools and they're part of electronics technically. So this first one is this Paul Mitchell flat iron. I've been using this for all my flat iron days or my silk press days. So the reason being, I have the Babyliss Pro titanium flat iron. However, I heard titanium was kind of damaging to natural hair, and I was using that on top heat. So I don't know if that kind of played a part in my breakage that I had about a year ago, but I'm like, okay, we're gonna switch to ceramic. I absolutely love it. When I tell you my silk presses always come out super smooth, super nice, a lot of movement and body. Wouldn't trade it for the world. I usually use it on the 380 heat setting, which is a lot lower than I usually go, if I'm being honest, because I try to stick to 400, but girls, we're trying to do low heat. I don't want to damage my curls, so I've been doing 380, and I love it so much. I love how it's just super sleek and easy to just pass your hair through. And I like it a lot. It's a really quality flat iron, and anything Paul Mitchell to me is super good. I have a couple Paul Mitchell products already, and this is definitely a notable mention for me. So if you're looking for like a new ceramic flat iron, definitely give this a try. I'll try to insert a video of when I did my silk press. It's all like short form content. If you guys want like a full tutorial on how I do my hair, definitely let me know because I can go through like my full wash day. Okay, so our very last item, You guys probably already know because I talked about purchasing her recently. I'm sorry, I call all my items her. I just, it's so muscle memory at this point. But this is the Dyson Coanda 2X. I recently got her, and when I tell you the best, way better than my past Dyson, which is crazy. I really did not want to fall into the hype of this product because, first of all, she is expensive. But when I tell you the power that this blow dryer holds and the way that my hair gets super straight, and she's pink and rose gold. So beautiful. I am obsessed. Whenever I do my hair, I do use this little brush attachment. This is my favorite brush tool to ever use. And then also, of course, I have like the natural hair comb attachment, which is really good for like pulling tension and getting those straight roots. But this has been a product that I've been so obsessed with. I've been using my Dyson for everything. And then the coolest thing about this product, which I just found out literally recently, if you're my close friends, you already know, it has memory. Like, isn't that insane? A product that has memory. Bizarre. I'm sorry, like that's diabolical to me. So the way the product works, like whatever tool you use, it'll literally memorize like the setting that you use for the product. So there's a few little buttons here. I'm gonna see if I can show you. Like it has the wind setting or the speed of the air, and then it also has like the heat setting. So for example, this comb attachment, I never really use it with heat. I always use it with cool air at the very end of my silk press. And the Dyson will literally remember that I use it for cool air, and it'll already set it, so I don't have to like change it. Same with like my round brush tool. I literally use like, I think the second heat setting and then maybe like the second air setting as well. And it remembers. I don't know, y'all. I mean, look, it makes it so much easier for me because I don't have to go ahead and like change the tools and like kind of switch it up and like put the settings back. I like it a lot. I don't know. I just thought that was so cool. And the fact that they were able to like make that kind of system, it's insane to me. So finally, our very last category is going to be fashion. I have a couple different things here, but not anything too high fashion, nothing too like crazy, if I'm being honest, because I'm a loungewear girly these days. As you can see, I'm wearing a Lulu set, leggings and jacket, sports bra. Like I'm such a casual girl these days, but maybe I will start dressing up a little bit more. Specifically Lululemon leggings. These are the ones I'm showing you right now because they're the ones that I last wore. They are the Align leggings though, okay? I've got them in a size 2. I wear every bottom that I own in a size 2, and then my tops are typically a size 0. And to be honest, I haven't found anything that matches this quality. Like Shein Glow Mode is really similar, but the thickness and the way this like holds up in the wash, I haven't met anything, or I'm sorry, I'm saying met. I haven't got anything similar. Lululemon leggings and just even their sets in general have been something that I'm so obsessed with. My mom, she's hilarious. She saw me with this jacket and she loved it and she bought it instantly. Okay, so the next thing that we have is a sweater. She's kind of messed up, I'm not gonna lie. I have cats, and then I think I wore this one time when I had super sharp nails. The reason I'm showing this is because I've been through a lot with this sweater, and although, it's pulling the yarn, whatever, it's such a cute sweater. And every time I wear it, I always get asked, oh my gosh, where's your sweater from? This is a Fashion Nova sweater, believe it or not. The quality could be way better. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. This quality is like, not a 10 out of 10. I'd say it's like a 6, maybe 7 out of 10. I probably could have been a little bit more careful with it because these are user error. Like this came out because I've actually snagged it. It's not a super recent purchase if I'm being honest, but I've been wearing it so much that I just had to put it in this video. And I've been purchasing, well, I haven't been purchasing a lot of chunky sweaters, but I do have a couple that I've gotten more recently that I love. So I kind of just had to show you guys. Hopefully you don't mind, but this has definitely been a favorite of mine. All right, so we're on the second to last item. These are all pretty recent purchases. I believe I got these for Christmas. No, so I'm sorry. One I got for Valentine's Day and one I got for Christmas. So these are pajama sets, as you can see, because I have them all on my bed. One is from Victoria's Secret and the other is from Skims. So this is the Victoria's Secret one. It's just polka dots. And honestly, they're really similar in quality. However, the Skims one beats it, which I hate to say that because Skims is so expensive, but you don't really need like super quality pajamas. But to have some that are really nice, it just feels so good. And I always feel super feminine when I have like a luxury pajama set. Black with pink polka dots, which I think is just super cute. And then I ended up getting like the shorts with it. Super cute. The next pajama set I have is from Skims. I feel like this one was a hit or miss for some because a lot of people didn't love like the printing on it, but to me this is super cute. I will say it has been really nice, like the quality wise. And the thing is, I really only buy like basics from Skims, so basic tops, I have like active sets, and then even like the sweatpants and loungewear types of stuff. These are some of the best quality pajamas I ever owned, and to be honest, this makes me want to get more. And I hate that for me because they're just good. And the fact of the matter, when you find really good things, and even though they're expensive, if they're really good quality and you know that they're gonna last, it's gonna be something that you want to keep buying, and hopefully you can have them for a while. And I think that these are gonna be something that I have for a while. And then speaking on the note of Skims, this is the very last thing that I have. It's a loungewear set. I love a good quality sweat set, and honestly, I usually like Aritzia. They have some really great quality sets. However, I fear this is almost better. Like, it just nearly meets the mark of Aritzia. And again, that's crazy because I'm like, why does it have to be so good? So this actually came out of their Valentine's Day collection. It's super simple. I love how it has like a small Skims logo, and it's quite like blended, so you really can't tell too much what it is. And then of course I did pick up the hoodie to go with it. I've worn this a couple times, which is why it's looking a little worn. I've been wearing this quite a bit. Like, the quality is heavy, and I didn't even think it would be. The thing is, I really told myself I'm not gonna buy these sweat sets, and I had like a opinion on the sweat sets before I even bought it. Like, initially I'm like, oh, like the quality is probably sucky, like it's probably not good. I stand corrected. I'm sorry, Kim. This is definitely top tier. It's definitely one of those good ones, and although it is a little bit pricey, I do think that it's completely worth it. So love this. Unfortunately, I probably will be getting some more sometime soon. All right, I'm finally done. I don't even know how long this video is going to be because I kind of feel like I've been talking forever, but I do hope that you guys enjoyed and that some of these recommendations are good for you and that you're going to be able to use some of these in your daily life as well. Again, none of this is sponsored. I'm not getting paid to say any of this, even for, you know, the things that I mentioned I was sent. But a lot of this stuff, like, I purchased with my own money, my own coin. And again, I would not recommend these items if it's not something that I genuinely use, something that I actually feel like is worth the money. If you have any recent purchases that are similar to mine or even the same, definitely let me know. If not, tell me some of your things that you've purchased recently that you've been liking. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Love you guys. Bye.